Hailey, the Cavaliers are back in action this week at Seattle Pacific. Another road match. This team has had quite the road stretch. Do you guys feel like your confidence is sort of growing when you have to play on the road now that you've had all these road games?
Yeah, I definitely think with all like the tough travel schedule we had so far in the preseason and in the beginning of the seasons, it's been pretty hard, but I think we're getting used to it now, and we're just adapting to the conditions we have, and just doing our best with what we have and putting ourselves out there.
And this is your second year in the program. You got a chance to play in a very competitive GNAC last year. How is that sort of helping you now that you're back in the net second year?
Yeah, last year it was pretty intense. Like every day I'd have to fight for my spot, and we had a strong season last year. I think it really helped me just getting used to college soccer coming in, and definitely I think it helped me this year, and I think I'm pretty excited to see where this team goes.
And talk about that perspective a little bit, specifically regarding, having a back line in front of you that you're sort of in charge of, being a vocal leader of, and there's a couple of young players on that line. How is that helping you guide them?
Yeah, I think it's definitely making me have to step up more, just because they are new, and pretty much the whole team is kind of new. So just having to find that connectedness as a team, I'm just trying my best to incorporate them more and then help them out as they're playing. Just overall, I think it'll be better for the team if we're all connected and playing as a group.
You guys have responded well to adversity this year at different times. Typically you might lose a game, but you come right back and win the next one. How do you think that'll sort of fuel you this week, kind of coming off a loss but facing another good team this week?
Yeah, I think we had a good team talk yesterday, and I think it's helped that we're all on the same page. We set some pretty good goals for ourselves in training this week, and I think it's going to be really good just to see how we're going to handle this game coming up on Thursday. And it is away, so it might be hard, but I think we can handle it.
Coach, back at it with more GNAC play this week. You guys go on the road and take on a good Seattle Pacific team. Just give us your thoughts heading into that match.
Yeah, I mean, their record doesn't really reflect the talent of that group. They've gotten a couple wins underneath their belt recently and played a really tough non-conference schedule. So, yeah, it's going to be a really good test for us, a really challenging game for us. So we're just kind of focusing in on the week and getting some good vibes going this week in training and hopefully carry that on to the game.
This has been quite the road stretch for this team. You guys have been on the road each of the last few weeks, and that continues. Do you think the team's sort of figuring out how to stay focused and play well on the road?
I hope so. I mean, we've been on the road a lot in preseason, non-conference, and now at the beginning of the GNAC. And in order to make the Final Four at the end, you got to be able to play on the road and get some results. So we're hoping that maybe this turns the tide for us this week.
What are some points of emphasis this week in practice as you guys get prepared for another big GNAC game and, coming off a loss that you guys played tough in? How do you kind of rebound from that this week?
Just trying to keep things kind of light and fun, yet competitive. So just creating that atmosphere of confidence and just kind of getting back to enjoying ourselves. We've lost a few in a row here, and that tends to kind of spiral down a little bit. So we're just trying to keep things very upbeat, make our training sessions really efficient and fun, and hopefully that can carry on over to the game.
And you always talk about the youthfulness of this team. Well, it was a couple freshmen once again that linked up for the scoring play last week. Jada Nyby getting in on it, and Madison Grande, she's really been dishing out a lot of assists this year.
Yeah, our freshmen have done well. I mean, they've kind of been thrown into some really important roles, and they're learning a lot how to compete day in and day out on the road, at home, doing really well. Really proud of them so far, and we need them to play well this week. So, been happy with all of them.